Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Debbie or Cakes, and today, finally, I will be doing my long overdue review of the game Potion Permit. It launched in 2022. It is considered a cozy game, and it is really cute and really fun. So let's just hop into the 5 reasons I think you should play this game, and the one reason that this game may ruin your good time. So firstly, it is just a cute game, okay? It's visually appealing, even when your house kind of looks like it belongs in a horror movie, and your clinic looks like people would go there to catch tuberculosis, at least in the beginning of the game. That aside, I promise you this game will defeat all of your expectations because number 1, customization. Now, the customization is rudimentary at best, but it's there. At the beginning of a save file, you can customize your name, you can customize your skin tone, and you can also customize the color of your clothes and the color of your scarf. The game has every basic skin tone available, including like deep toned brown, which I thought was really cool, and then it gets into fun colors like green skin, blue, deep blue, turquoise, things like that. But you have to pay money for those unique colors. 500 coins per skin tone. That to me kind of sounds like a scam. You know what I mean? Because first of all, in the beginning of the game, you're going to want to save as much coinage as possible in order to upgrade literally everything. Upgrade your weapons, upgrade your house, upgrade your clinic. So like you're going to want to save money. But if you're the type of person that's like, I need to buy absolutely everything, you're going to be saving money for a very long time. So do I really think that the other skin tones are worth it? No. I do wish that the game added in like multiple outfits that you could buy, but I don't think that's a thing. It's not something that I saw. You could just change the colors of your clothes, and that also costs money after the initial customization. Another aspect of the game is that you can customize your house. Now this actually I think is very cool, very fun. Originally your house is going to be this itty bitty room with this nasty ass torn up rug, but over time, as long as you start expanding your house is going to get bigger, and then you can head on down to the Lowe's, your local Home Depot, and you can buy multiple like different pieces of furniture. You can buy a bookshelf. I still want that bookshelf. But it's expensive. It's very expensive to do all of these things. That's one running trend in this game, is that things are going to be expensive. Your upgrades are expensive. They're just expensive, okay? They're expensive. Another thing that you can also expand upon is the clinic. So as you upgrade your clinic, it's going to start looking nicer, which I think is nice. But now we're moving on to reason number 2, the characters. The characters honestly truly won me over when it came to this game because every NPC has a unique storyline and a visual that sets them apart from each other. Like nobody looks the same. Even the pair of twins don't look the same. The devs did a really amazing job in how you grow your relationship by learning about the NPCs and helping them with different tasks, helping them like come to terms with different things about their personalities, helping heal them in a way, in multiple ways actually. You have to talk with them every day in order to increase your relationship with them, and in order to get a very big boost, you need to give them a moon clove, which you'll always get after you heal someone at the clinic. So it's very easy to increase your relationship with someone as long as you remember to go find them, or if you kind of pay attention to their schedule, you can track them super easily. Sometimes when you have to do a task for them, you have to wait because it like depends on the certain time of day that you have to go find them. Some days they're not going to be where you think that they're going to be, and then some things are just locked until you continue the storyline, so you have to wait in order to do the storyline, to do the task for the person, to increase the relationship. So it's a very much a game where you can do a lot of things in a day, but there are going to be some things that you have to wait for. Another thing that I think that's really cool is like some of the NPCs are married to each other. There's an NPC that's widowed. One character, Dan, even has DID, and so he plays as 2 characters because his personality is in 2. So he plays as Dan and as Dev. They have completely different personalities, down to even his house being split in two. So each of his, I guess his altar has his own room, which I thought was phenomenal. Like, they did a very good job with that. And another character that he really grew on me is Garrett. Garrett is in a wheelchair because he was in an accident prior to you arriving on the island. And so the characters, especially when it comes to Garrett, you not only have to help him come to terms with the fact that he will not be able to walk again and kind of helping him make peace with that, but more so his family, because he's married, he's got children, his wife has been looking for a way to heal him the entire time. And so when you finally help her realize that he's wheelchair bound, he's not going to be the same anymore, he's a different person because of this, but also the same person in that you should look at him for who he is right now. That storyline made me cry a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. It made me cry a little bit. But yeah, the characters are really interesting and diverse. My favorite is actually Kips, who is a black cat. And you can also grow the relationship with him and his owner, Zeke. All right, number 3, foraging. Listen, I think everyone needs to know I don't like farm sim games. Stardew Valley, I love seeing my friends play it. It's not for me. I just don't like them. I can't explain it. I don't like games where you have to grind for resources. But for some reason, I love this one. Guys, I love this one so much. I love the visuals of each resource that you collect, the monsters you have to fight in order to get resources from them. You have to chop down every single type of tree, has a different type of sap within them that you also use as a resource. I just running all over the map to collect the different types of flowers and ores honestly didn't feel daunting to me. It didn't make me feel like I was just like it's repetitive. It honestly felt really enjoyable to do. The foraging in this game can become tedious because with every potion you make, the more your resources are going to be used up. So you have to go back out into the wilderness to make sure that you're constantly collecting these resources to make the potions. There's a set number of flowers that you can get every day and night cycle. So that is something that once you finish collecting every flower from every region, you're done. You're tapped out. You have to wait until the new day. So when it comes to foraging games, I hate like chopping down trees and using a hammer, but I love fishing, and this game has fishing, and it has one of the cutest fishing mechanics that I've ever played before, so I do also really enjoy the fishing in this game. Moving on to number 4, which is the potion making, and that's probably my favorite aspect within this game aside from the NPCs. One thing that's really, really cool is, as the title suggests, you make potions throughout the game to heal the villagers around you, and you heal their ailments, or you can also sell the potions if you really need money. One of the quickest way to make money is to upgrade your mailbox, make potions every single day, and just fill in your mailbox, and by the end of the day, you will have some stacks, okay? You will make some guap off of that, I promise you. Every potion has to be made in the cauldron, and I find it really kind of interesting how they did this, because the cauldron has to be upgraded so you can place down more pieces in a puzzle fashion. You have to play Tetris and use your resources as best you can to fill in each spot before you run out of chances. So say you're making a potion and you need like nine pieces, but your cauldron is only upgraded to accept 5, you're not going to be able to make the potion at all unless you can finagle and fill in as many spaces with the resources that you have, because each resource is a different puzzle piece. Like one is a cube, one is 3 pieces going like diagonal, going vertical. It's really, really fun, and it does just kind of remind you of playing Tetris. Lastly, number 5, surprisingly, is the clinic. So the clinic is where the villagers go when they're sick, but I'm not sure being there makes it any better, because I told you, it looks like going in there will give you TB, it will give you colon cancer, you will leave worse off. Like in the beginning, that clinic looks nasty. looks devilish. But you can upgrade your clinic, and so over time it'll look really nice, really clean inside. Another upgrade for the clinic will give it a siren. And so every time the siren rings, that means that someone is sick and they need you to go heal them. If multiple villagers are sick, then the ranger Bubbles or someone else will come to your house, wake you up, and be like, hey man, there's been an outbreak of something. I need you to go heal everybody like right now. And so you will literally just go to the clinic, which is right next to your house essentially, and you'll just heal everybody. And that's the best time to also make a good amount of money because you get paid for each potion that you use on them. What's really fun about the clinic is that to figure out what's wrong with the villagers, you have to use a magnifying glass and move it around their body until an X pops up, and the X is made out of band-aids. And then you play like a mini game to diagnose them, and then finally you'll give them the potion that they need. But if you don't have the potion already made, you just head on to your house, make the potion, go back, heal them. And it's like super simple. Those are the really, really like fun parts of the game, but there are a few things that are not so great, like I said. Okay, let's get into the nitty-gritty. The clinic, again. As fun as the clinic is, there is, I call it the glitch. There is a very big bug that's still in this game. I don't know if they fixed it yet. I did record some gameplay on a new save file and that glitch was still there, so I don't know. This glitch could kind of like make or break you when it comes to this game, because eventually if you're healing all these people and the glitch happens, you're gonna have to start over, and then it may make you not want to play this again. And I wouldn't blame you. I wouldn't blame you. It almost broke me a couple times. Okay, I admit. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. But basically, sometimes when you're diagnosing a villager and you know you have the magnifying glass, the magnifying glass will disappear and it won't appear again. It doesn't matter if you back out. It doesn't matter if you leave the clinic and go back into diagnosing them. The magnifying glass will literally just glitch out of the game. It will never come back. You cannot finish diagnosing them. You cannot heal them. Did I mention that you're also timed in how many days it'll take you to heal them? So if you go past the time limit, you failed, and you also don't get a moon clove, okay? And that's like not good. When you can't finish diagnosing them, the only thing that I find can fix the bug is you literally have to make sure that you save on whatever day you're still healing them. Make sure that you save, and then you're gonna have to restart the entire game, go back in, the magnifying glass will come back. But sometimes starting over the day means, say you already healed like 2 people, or you were already in the middle of diagnosing someone and there's a lot of things wrong with them, you have to start over. It can be very, very frustrating. It wasn't enough for me to put the game down, but it was really annoying, and it can be really bad if you're like really into it and you're enjoying yourself and you're immersed in the gameplay and in the storyline, and then all of a sudden you go to go heal somebody and you can't do that anymore. It's like what's happening? Number 2, that's a little iffy when it comes to this game. Romanceable characters. Okay, there's many characters that you can romance. You have to get them to their highest like friendship level, and then you can unlock dating where you can go out on dates with them. It's very cute, very fun. But there's one character in particular that makes me uncomfortable, like in my skin, and it may just have to do with the fact that, you know, I'm a big adult. I feel like if you're a teenager and you really want to play this game and you enjoy this game, if you decide to romance that character, it's less sus than if I decided to romance this character. And if you don't know, it's Rue. It's Rue. Rue is the main reason that you end up becoming a chemist for Moonbury, because the mayor needs you to heal his daughter, and his daughter is Rue. Cool, great, great. Visually, to me, Rue looks like a child. So there are 2 actual children in the game named Russo and Laura, and you can tell that they're very small models, and Rue is only slightly bigger than them. So the entire time that I played Potion Permit, I thought Rue was a child. I had to go on Reddit, and I saw that other people were also like, hold on. Are you a child? Are you an adult? Is it weird for me to romance you? Am I allowed to do that? Huh? So I thought that she was a child, but then it turns out you can romance her, and I found that really weird. It turns out that she's like a young adult, but I still find that sus because her vernacular, like the way that she talks, is still giving childlike. So I'm like, maybe she's between 16 to 18. I don't know. I didn't romance her. Nah, y'all can keep that. Other than that, the only other character that I didn't romance is Martha, and that's because Martha got on my nerves, okay? Please play the game, and then you will understand why Martha was working my last nerve, and I was like, okay, I don't want to date you. Also, the only other problem that I have is please make Yorn romanceable, that's all. Another thing that will kind of grind your gears when it comes to this game is the time. Okay, the time is just a small gripe on my part. It's a me thing. I don't play Stardew Valley, I don't play Harvest Moon, but I know the timing also moves very quickly in those games. It is the same for Potion Permit, so be prepared. The time moves so quickly that if you're foraging out at night and you don't make it into your bed, like you have to be in bed by 2 a.m., you're going to pass out right then and there, and then the ranger forest will have to bring you back home. Also, please make him romanceable too. I like him. It doesn't matter if you teleport to your house and you're like right outside your door. It doesn't matter if you're right outside your bedroom door. It doesn't matter if you're right beside your bed. Once it hits 2 a.m., you're gonna pass out. And the worst part is, if you pass out, your next day starts later in the afternoon. Oh my gosh. I've passed out so many times right in front of the bed, and I feel like a sucker every time, okay? Every time. But honestly, I think that's it. Those are very small, like, gripes on my part. I don't think it ruins the game. The bug, definitely, I hope that it's fixed eventually. I do hope that they add more updates to the game. I know before there were less romanceable characters, so they have updated because by the time I played the game, there were more characters that you could romance. This game honestly came out of nowhere. I didn't know what to expect. I was a little worried because I thought it was just like a farm sim game, but it is so much more than that. And I feel like coming from me, someone who doesn't like farm sim games, and this has farm sim mechanics and I still really like it, I think that says something, and I think that everybody should go pick it up and they should go play it. But that's it for today. Thank you so much if you liked my little review for Potion Permit. Please go ahead, pick up a copy. You can also get it digitally, have some water, and eat a meal. Bye!